Dr. Kemi for Kemi Talks Media. It's Thursday, the 9th of January 2025. Let's talk about Davido's baby mamas. This has been lingering for years, and I'm going to do it this one time. I've done this chart before, but I haven't done a video with it. I'm just going to do that video now, and I want everybody to pay attention. You can be smart and not intelligent, but you could be smart and be intelligent. The choice is yours. Okay? I'm a journalist. 31 years in 30 days. And I have studied so many stories. I've investigated these stories and I've compiled a lot of information to come up with so many things that I report to you. I'm clearly living this profession in 30 days and leaving something for you to know. All the stories I have done, none of them have been wrong. Some of them you didn't believe till years later. Look at Mark Angel. Look at all these different stories I did. And I did this in 2018, 2020 during the pandemic, and 2022 when Ifeanyi died. Now, I'm going to explain this chart to you. It is up to the families to educate their children. Every baby mama must educate their children. If Davido doesn't educate them, the mothers need to. The first child Davido had in his lifetime is Anu Adeleke, and that's number one up there. The last chart had Anu as a kid, 4 or 5 years old. Now she's 11. You can see her clearly. That's her face. She has a recessive gene. A recessive gene is a gene that literally doesn't let her look like her parents, or maybe looks like one parent more than the other. But most people with recessive genes end up looking like family members. This is a child that I, did a video about yesterday. A child that just came back on Instagram this past week. I believe the mother's the one posting for the child. They might be doing it together. The account says co-managed. I handed it over to them in 2019, 6 years ago, January to be precise. They even changed the handle. It's now Anu Adeleke 001. Okay, they call Davido 001, but in this case, I think they're referring to Anu Adeleke is the first child, 001. Anu Adeleke's mother is Ayola Bincho. Ayola Bincho was the woman that was a waitress that had a one-night stand with Davido. Davido took her to the hotel. They hung out. She got pregnant. The rest is history. She had one DNA test and it was fake. Somebody's out there on Facebook confessing now that they didn't do any DNA test anyway. Okay, and I think his doctor, Wale Shobola, they said he's not even a doctor. Wale Shobola is Shotayo Gaga's brother. He was the lab technician or lab director at the place where they had it. Okay, they did not go to two reputable hospitals like Bobo Ajudua, Davido's former lawyer said. Bobo's a liar. They went to a lab, not hospital, and it was only one. I'm the one that was asking him for a second DNA. Maybe that's what is confusing. Okay? But there was no two DNA tests. They've moved on. Number 2, Sophia, Momodu, and Imade. Sophia met Davido at parties, events, and stuff. Okay? They clicked. She's way older than him. They had sex. She got pregnant. Her father's late. There was a lot of brouhaha during that time she was pregnant. Davido wanted to take care of her. Davido wanted to do this. Davido claimed he got an apartment for her, did this, did that. You remember that all that ranting? Okay, but that was not before he denied even owning that child, Imade. She had no one, and her uncle stood up for her, Mr. Dele Momodu. The fight with the uncle made Davido even do a song, trolling the uncle, Osinachi. I hope you know the history of that song. Dele Momodu, Osinachi. Sophia was a smoker. The Adelekes tried to snatch Imade from her, saying that she was a drug user. Down the line, Sophia was seen at cocaine parties and things, and at the end of the day, she cleaned up. Today, she is on a reality show, Real Housewives, and Imade is doing fine, but not before the rant she had a year ago She was ranting about Davido hasn't paid the rent, hasn't paid the school fees, hasn't given the car, and that she contacted the father. You know, the whole Sophia depending on Davido's father, the billionaire DJ Adeleke, was disgraceful. If you're a woman, don't let a man be the one supporting you. Get your own paper. These baby mamas are not doing that. Davido has to fund everything Sophia is doing for her and for Imade. Ayo has never asked for a penny. All she asked for a DNA test, a clean second one, and they refused. Imade is not Davido's first child. And I really feel bad for the little girl because she's not thinking she's the oldest child of Davido. She's not. And only God knows what she's thinking now. It's a lot of pressure on these young kids. Tell them where they belong. These baby mamas are supposed to be asking Davido this question. I don't know whether this happened to me. I thought I was the second born in my family, and my dad had another son outside the family. My brother, Benga Kapoor. Some of you know him. I know how it is to be displaced. Benga was actually born before me. Same year, but it was early before me. Okay, so arrange your children well. Baby mamas, bloggers I don't care about. Bloggers, Davido's oldest child. I don't care about bloggers and media. All I care about is these children and their mental health. Anu's the first, Imade is the second. Third, Hermadine. Hermadine is also known as Amanda. She's a Togolese girl. Her family moved to America. She became Togolese American. She went to America very young. So she has an American accent, she's light skinned, and she just portrays a black American lady. Nail salon, works in a beauty store, blah, blah, blah. She went into the DM to talk to Davido. She's told her story. Hi, how are you? You're cute. I like your music. She went to flirt with Davido in the DM. Davido replied her. Send me pictures. Send me nudes. All that. They started doing that stuff in the DM. I have records of everything she said. Okay. She was just another girl. She was a shoplifter. She was arrested a few times for shoplifting and stealing. Eventually, when Davido came into her life, she got some money. She went to school. She finished her education and got a degree. She owned a nail salon that she was doing nail. Davido funded the whole thing for her. Get your paper, lady. Stop sitting on Davido. And the child is called Haley Veronica. Haley Veronica, named after Veronica Adeleke, Davido's late mom. Imade too is named after her because Vero's name is Vero Imade Adeleke. So Haley is number 3. So anyone that tells Haley, oh, you're Davido's second daughter, no, she's the third. Don't psychologically ruin these kids. Number 4, Chioma. Chioma had Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi was born as a girl and was masked as a boy. I'm not going to go back into that story. I did it all on the Adeleke curse. It's on this YouTube channel. At the end of the day, the child was killed. I'm not going to say more. I've already done all this stuff. I don't like going into the past. Child died. Davido and Chioma broke up. Davido went back to Sophia. Sophia didn't like the fact that they were just having sex, and Davido was not going to be serious with her. After the whole mourning period of Ifeanyi, Davido went back to Chioma. They got engaged again. And then Chioma had twins. I announced the pregnancy to the world, as always. And then they had a traditional wedding. So according to this child, she is the 4th baby mama. That is not per se, okay, because she's no longer a baby mama. She's the wife now. But when you explain this to people, I'm just lining up the children here. Okay, you can call Ayo a first baby mama, Sophia second baby mama. Don't call Sophia first baby mama. She's a second, Amanda third, Chioma 4th. But Chioma has upgraded to wife now. The 5th baby mama is Dawson and Larissa, the London lady, the makeup artist that went to do Davido's makeup on the fall. Money fall on me, banana fall on me, banana fell on her. And she decided to have sex with Davido. She had a baby. She showcased her whole pregnancy online. Now she doesn't post the child at all. That's it.